Hello everyone, I'm Hunter, and basically, have you ever been in the office or at home and had to have cabled internet, and essentially your internet just seems to stop working, and you deem it obvious that the cable, your Ethernet cable, is what has pretty much broken or messed up, and it's more than likely the tip, or the RJ45 connector that plugs into your Ethernet port on your computer. Well, today I'm going to show you how to actually replace an RJ45 connector for your Ethernet cable and get your internet back up and running if you don't have Wi-Fi or if you're in the office, because a lot of offices these days also have hardwired networks for cybersecurity purposes. So the first things first, you're going to have Ethernet cable that you've already cut the broken tip off of, such as right here. Then you're going to need some crimpers for your Ethernet tip or RJ45 connector. In this case, I have a Category 5 Ethernet cable. Most places you're going to see Category 5 or Category 6. And then you're going to need an RJ45 connector, like I have right here. And the first thing you're going to want to do is strip the protective coating off of your Ethernet cable, like that. And then you're going to notice that there's 6 wires inside of the Ethernet cable. They're all color coded. You have 2 that are orange. One's going to be orange, one's going to be orange and white. You're going to have 2 that are blue, with one being solid blue, the other blue and white. 2 that are green. You're going to notice they're going to be one green, white, and one green. And the same thing goes for the brown wires. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, after you strip your cable, separate the wires like so. And then you have to remember there's a very specific order these wires need to be in when you hook them up into your new connector. So the order is going to be orange-white, so your orange and white wire is going to be your first, starting from the left. It's going to be orange-white, and then you're just straight orange. I like to move them around inside the sheathing or the insulation on the wire to get them kind of out of the way and more organized. So it's going to be orange, white, orange, then your green, white wire, then your solid blue wire, then your blue and white wire, then your solid green wire, then your brown and white wire, and then your solid brown wire. And it makes everything much simpler if you can organize them in this way and try to basically get them situated similar to what I have here. There's easier ways to do it for the most part, but in this situation we're a little pressed for time. So I'm going to make the best out of what I can get. So here you have it. It's orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, and brown. But I guess the best way, left to right, is there you go. You can see that. The next step is you're going to take your RJ45 connector and you want to organize the colors from the bottom side of the connector. So not the side with the little paddle or locking mechanism that you can see there. It needs to be the bottom side. So you flip it around, you insert the wires into the connector, trying to keep them all in their designated little areas as I've specified. And you're going to slide them, trying to get them into their selective spots. If you can see this. And once you do that, I'm using what's called pass-through connectors. So the wires will actually pass all the way through, and then the crimper I have to secure the connector to the cable is also going to trim the cables off the end. If you have older connectors, which I've had the unfortunate pleasantries of dealing with in the past, they simply stop at the end of the connector, and you have to make sure that each individual wire is perfectly even with the others, otherwise you've wasted your time and the connector is not going to work. So then if you have a pair of crimpers like I do, you're going to want to go for the RJ45 crimper. They also have another crimper for, I believe it's the RJ11, which I've never actually dealt with. And these crimpers, you will insert, and then, well, try to catch these wires as they get clipped off, but you're going to crimp down, and basically, there you have it. That's all there is to retip an Ethernet cable. Thank you for your time, and goodbye.